If you need an off-road beast that can devour rough country, potentially while hauling a hefty load, then you need a brute like this, Iveco's Indomitable Daily 4x4.
The Daily 4x4 is tailor-made for emergency services, mining and forestry applications and hardcore RV conversions. It can be specced with a car licence friendly GVM of 4,495 kilos or a heavier 5.5 tonnes with extra payload to suit. Despite its towering 2.6 metre height and considerable body and payload capacity, up to 2,755 kilos, the Daily 4x4 is actually the smallest of Iveco's off-road offerings and is classed as a light commercial vehicle. So under the bonnet here, we've got a 3-litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel. It's a twin turbo with a variable geometry setup. Iveco says it's good for 125 kilowatts and 400 newton metres. And importantly, that 400 newton metres is developed from as low as 1250 RPM, flows through all the way to 3000 RPM. It's a lazy, under-stressed, low revving engine. It's got heaps of low down torque. It's just what you want for the bush. As far as the off-road ability goes, there's a lot to talk about. We've got triple diff lockers, centre, rear and front. Now they're electro-hydraulic, so it's just a push button affair, nice and simple. We've got 2 sets of low range gear ratios, not 1 but 2. That means there's a total of 24 forward gears and 4 reverse gears. So there's a gear there to get you out of just about any situation. There's 255mm of ground clearance, while the Daily boasts a front approach angle of 50 degrees. The rear tow bar limits the departure angle to a still healthy 30 degrees, but it also packs a 3.5 tonne towing capacity. It's built on a solid steel truck chassis, but it's not totally devoid of creature comforts. There's climate control, a sprung ISRI driver's seat, cruise control and power front windows and mirrors. But the parabolic leaf spring and shock setup is harsh on the blacktop, as you'd expect, and the towering height translates to a predictably ponderous ride through the bends. It's no eco-warrior either. We recorded 14.5 litres per 100 kilometres on the blacktop without a load, and that figure's only going to head north on the dirt. Still, with a 90-litre tank, that's a safe range of around 580 kilometres.
Iveco Australia says it's on track to sell over 130 examples of the Daily 4x4 in 2015, and after a day in the bush we can see the appeal. This is a tough rig with hardcore off-road credentials, and the fact that it looks more at home than the Dakar Rally sure doesn't dent its appeal either. It might not be the epitome of luxury, but whether you're fighting bushfires, supporting mine sites or exploring the outback, chances are you'll meet your limits before the Daily 4x4 meets its own.